Hello guys, and welcome to another Minecraft tutorial video. In my previous video I covered the three-way junction, it's over there. And of course today we're talking about the four-way junction. You don't need the previous one to understand this, let's get started. And by the way, I was very inspired by cobblestone and dirt to build this, so there's a link in the video description. So the basic idea with this is that all these colors correspond to where you want to go. So if you are in the yellow and you want to go to the green, you press the green button and you'll go to green. And the layout is the same from all directions. So left, straight and right. So right will just send you first out, and then the left will trigger both of these two to flip. So in short, you can say that all the exits are by default, by default all exits are turned on. So it means that default is always to leave to the right. By flipping the straight one, we are changing the closest one, like so. And to go left, we change this one and that one. And that's the same thing from all directions. So left, straight and right. So let's go through how this works. All slopes up, or uphills are powered to get you out. And you should also remember that if you come too fast here, then the cart might stop just a bit too far ahead, and that will keep you like in between those blocks in the air. So then you might need to press forward and then the button, but that's only if you end up in the air. Okay, so and by the way, we'll build this later in the video. We'll build it from scratch if you need to see it. But first I'll show you how it works. And you might think that, oh, this looks very advanced. It actually isn't, but it's easy to make mistakes, and it looks like a mess, but all of them are built in the same way. So from all entries, the function is pretty much the same, with one small difference, and we'll go through that. But I think you should be able to build it even if you have, well, small or knowledge about Redstone, or if you're a beginner. But we'll go through a few simple steps over here just to explain how this works. More specifically, we're talking about the weak or soft. Soft and weak, they're the same. Strong or weak redstone signals. Very quickly. So by pressing a button, we introduce, we power this block, so to say. And then this block will have a strong redstone signal, like this. And a strong redstone signal in the block will power all the adjacent blocks, like that. However, the soft one, so this redstone dust will be up on this block. So this block is powered, but it will have a soft or weak signal. So the signal will not be sent on to this one, even though it looks the same like here, but this is strong and this is weak. And it's blocked, of course, by this one. So if we place one here, then it won't power this block because this is soft, and then right. So let's move on. But you can send a signal and repeat it and make a new strong signal. So by doing this, we'll get strong here and strong here. And because this is strong, it will power this block. Even though it looks like here, this one will be powered. In this setup, by the way, it doesn't matter if I press from the top or from the side, it's the same. So if I press from above here, then this is strong, and that means that this block will be powered. And that's what's going on over here. We press them from top, and then this block beneath is powered. But it will only travel one block. So this is strong, this will be weakly powered, so this will not be turned on. Like that. So we can use this to our advantage in this setup. I will use a setup that looks like this. So up here we have, this one goes right basically. It will only power the track over here, but nothing underneath. But we can still use this block, and this one will basically control going straight, only to flip the closest one. And this will power go, well, it will go left, so we would need to trigger this one and this one to go off, like that. So even though I press here and this one is powered, it will not transmit anything else. This one will only power that one, and this will power all of them. So that's what we are doing here. So this yellow to go left will go down to this one, and then we have this signal to turn this block on with a strong signal. It will power the red, and the red is going straight, and the signal will continue down here and over here to click that yellow, and that yellow is to go straight from this path, because we're flipping that one and that one. So yellow goes here, so that's the same thing. This signal is the same thing as pressing this button, and that will just trigger this one to flip. So let's build it. I think it's easier to show that, how it works and why it works. So I'll go through this quite quickly, just the building part. So here I have 5 blocks, and then we'll have a 3x3 here, a 5x5 in the middle, and then some extra space for all the buttons. Okay, that's the basic layout. So let me fill in with all the rails, and then we'll adjust them in a bit. Okay, that's basically how you start, but all of them doesn't look really correct. So let's fix that. All entry points should turn right. So this one is correct, this is straight, this goes right, and this goes out. Here, this one is right, but this is not correct. So let's replace that and then press that one, or place that one. This is correct, but then this one is also wrong. So let's replace. Okay, that looks better, but we'll come back to this because the default, as I covered before, default rotation will change. So some of these, when given a redstone signal, will change direction. So we need to take care of that. So 2 of them will be inverted and 2 of them will be powered at all time. So let's place out the colors where to go. Okay, so now we have everything correctly placed. By mistake I broke one, and then you can see the direction was wrong. So, but we'll come back to that. So let's just place the buttons real quickly. And I learned that different buttons have, they're turned on for different amounts of ticks. So the wooden will be turned on for a longer time than the stone that I used previously. So that might be good to know that sometimes that's what you want. And we want that. Okay, so let's start with just trying the go right. By doing this, the right one will work right off the bat, but we won't go up. So let's fix that quickly. Okay, then we should go right and so on. So off the good start, we are, well, a third of this actually works right now. So how to go straight? Well, then we'll click the green one, and the green one will flip that one. So I'll demonstrate this by clicking or placing green like that. And then, so we know this is green. Go green. Straight. And this is the block here we want to power. So let's see if we place a redstone signal here and remove it. It flipped. So this should be always on. So we can simply do this. Oop. So clicking that one will flip it, and now we can go to green. So let's see how it looks on this side. If we can do the same. Two of them will be like this. Okay, and this seems to be correct as well. So flipping blue will take us straight. And now, of course, we have two that are supposed to be inverted. So let's see, we're going to yellow. So that's a yellow button going straight. So now if we place this identically, like this, then you can see that it's by default going straight. So by pressing this, we'll go out. So we want the opposite. We need to invert this. And the easiest way to do this is to just do like that. So then when we press a button, then this will be turned on, and this will power on this block, which will turn that one off, and then it's going on up there. So now the yellow also works. And we have one more, and that will be exactly the same, because we have two of each. So default out, and then press to flip. Okay, great. Now we can go both right and straight from all directions. And the rest of the build will be symmetrical. So these two setups we have here, one inverted and one, well, not inverted, that's the only difference. So now let's take a look at this green button here. Because green here means going left. And green means that we want to flip this one and this one. So we basically want to press the red and the green button. So we can do this neat trick where we this is how it's supposed to be. So we can actually change this to green so we know what we're talking about. So that's the button, and then the repeater. as I showed you last over there. And now by pressing the green one, you see we're powering the same one as the red, thanks to this block being powered and sending the signal over here. But the yellow one will not power anything down here because it's 2 blocks. And by doing that, just to make things clear, we go down here and we place a repeater here, otherwise our signals will be connected. We can't have that. And now we're connected to the green. So by pressing green here, we'll change both of them. I like to have 1 or 2 clicks on it. Perhaps even 1 more. Oh, that looks good. So it doesn't matter if we press this one. It will only flip the closest one because this repeater will act like a one-way signal. So going from here will indeed power this side, but not this side. Okay, let's do the same with blue. And this step will be equal for all of them. Like that. Repeater here, repeater there. And then just connect everything together. So now blue. Looks good. Let's change that to 2 clicks. Looks good. Now yellow. So this is the same thing, so I'll go through them quickly now. Repeater to prevent, repeater to power. Oops, like that. Redstone, redstone, redstone. Let's go with 2 clicks and then connect them together. But it's easy to make mistakes. Like so. This was actually a bit slower, so we're changing this to only 1, because this one is inverted, so it will be slightly slower. So we only need 1 click here, I think. And then finally the red one, and after that we are finished. Two repeaters, redstone, redstone. And I think we are done. So let's have 1 click on that one, and then yeah, I think we're pretty much done. So clicking left will change 2 of them. This one will change none, and this one will only change the closest. Yep, seems to be working. I think we did everything correct. I hope it was easy to follow. Now we can actually try this ourselves. And we will start something like that. Going straight. Oh, perfect. We ended up somewhere in between, like that. If that happens, just press forward while clicking and you should be off. Go left. And since this works, now we can connect everything together in the big network, so we can go wherever we want. Okay, a bit of a long video perhaps, but I wanted to cover the strong and weak signals. I hope you will be able to build this, and well, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and bye-bye.